If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If it's short on juice, just gonna crank up the power source somehow. It doesn't take a genius, man. It's easy enough to say, Amelia, do you have an actual plan? Yeah, I'm gonna train up my Shadad and have them evolve their boost. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna train up my Cicada and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the steel beam with no sweat. But the hour of operation start is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I get it. Oh, I'll get it done. Millie, wait. You know, Mel shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. This sucks. It sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and going against our code will make me a traitor to the team. Fine. Not that I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. Better treat it with the respect it deserves. I'm not done yet. Here's my favourite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. And just so you know, you're the worst. Like, the most annoying person ever. But I get it. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Oritz, Mr. Harrigan. I guess it's time for my piano lessons, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me here to somebody I'd like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company, so why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you just met. When my answer's the same as everyone else in the team, it's because I was being bullied. So the academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why, what happened to them? As former director of the academy, I believe I'm in best position to answer that question. Mr. Harrigan? About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of Hypaturus unknown proportions or something. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out the academy one after another. But there weren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. But why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzled over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident. Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. This student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerated the other students of Team Star from any blame. No, tell me that. I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad. This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims after all. I wanted these students to take some time to rest so that I had them to the Galar region. Return home to the Galar region under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the academy servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame, so he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. After all, after we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the team, teaching staff, to prevent this terrible act also resigns a great blunder on our part. I accept the blame that lies at my feet and shall resign from my post as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in notices. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington, how come you suddenly decided to talk about it now? Young Master Oraton, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to cherry a better course. But there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's because you know they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. I wonder if it's B. Right. Umbreon, it's me. You did it. Did you claim Oryx Star badge? I did. With its boss no longer around, the whatever squad is as good as finished. So was the last. All 5 bosses have now been toppled from their pedestals. I imagine they'll leave Team Star before long, that they lost their special positions. After all, they should soon be back attending classes at the academy. Nice work out there, Umbreon. Is that Clive I hear? Cassadia, well done to you too. Thanks. Now about your award, Umbreon. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. Nice. You've earned it, yep. TMs. Oh, that reminds me, I'm doing the whole supply Unirip thing this time, right? Indeed, you can go ahead and give Umbreon a bonus reward now. At long last, Team Operation Star Force enters its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disband for good. How though? Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. True identity of the big boss. There's another. Well, we knew that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long, but the right moment never come. I'm the one who formed Team Star back then. The members of the team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Umbreon, I'll be waiting for you in the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. And I'll see you both there. So, Cassadia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it's possible, but with this revelation I just might have an inkling on it as their true identity. It seems we'll find our answers after dark in this academy schoolyard. Let's pray our best as we can. Before heading over there. Ooh. Trying to find the academy now. Here we go. Do the academy and then we'll do the league. I don't know, they're a bit late, aren't they? Anyway. Let's go to the last bit. What's up, Umbreon? Clive? Yep, that's my name. Actually, no, it's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. I wonder who it could be. Allow me to remove my true identity. Ah! Shock. Not. I do apologise for seeing you with my little disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clyde was none other than the director of Utah Academy, Mr. Clive Well. I already knew. What? But my disguise was perfect, although now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. It must have been what gave it me away. Regardless, still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The truth identity... No, it's not. The true identity of Casilla, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. That's impossible. Honest to goodness. When you heard... No! No! When you heard Cassilia's over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using, you know, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clever. So Miss Umbra, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there's just one thing left to do. For Mace Wing, one final showdown to decide it all. But then why would you... No, it's not. He just wants to see things start with this battle. I'll finally bring down up to an end. No, because then they would have known it was him. No, it's not him. I think this... No, it can't be him. I just don't believe it. And it's not him because they said to go back to the back of the yard and he's at the front. That's how I know it's not him. He just wanted to battle me, see if I was good. I'm looking how Christmassy this looks actually, to be fair. Because he would have got him to disband anyway, so I know it's a lie. To think that I Castadia. Oh, I took too long. Very well, it seems I shall have to test my Pokemon. Just leave the act up. We know it's not you. Do take a step back, please. This may get dangerous. No, it was crit as well. That was like 4 times damage, or like, oh, anyway. I just realised it's raining and snowing. What's that? How strong you have grown. Well, no, Miss Umbreon, it seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. Yeah, once again, I must apologise. I'm not actually Casfavia. Though Clyde and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. I knew you weren't. Casfavia's true identity remains hidden, but I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. This is why I sought out to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows shall not be yours to bear. However, Cascadia has settled on a course of action, is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any Aldrian student could have hoped to stand against them and win, so I challenge you to a battle to test your skills. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cascadia. Such was my resolve. But it turns out you're stronger as you are, kind. If anyone has a chance of saving that poor child, it surely is you. As an educator, it's a shame to burden one of my students with such a task. But please defeat Cascadia, take on the big boss of Team Star and win. Sure, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll leave this in your hands. You hear what? You there? What do you think you're doing? Ah, Miss Time, my pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Conwell. I came to investigate a point of Ickley battles on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself facing off against one of our students nonetheless. What are you thinking? No, I could just explain. You see, it's a rather sad tale. Oh, spare me your excuses. Your excuses reek worse than a skunky's behind. A skunky's behind? Remember the big boss asked us to meet then in the schoolyard after dark? I'm counting on you, Miss Umbreon. You write a letter of apology to student and faculty at once. I put Mr. Chairwoman of the school board, make no mistake. Good gracious, not anything but that. I implore you. I think it's dark, so I don't know if we can go yet. It's the Eevee girl. Umbreon. It's her. Thanks for coming. I knew it'd be her. It might be quite a shock for you. Big Boss Crusadia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get hold of as much LP as I wanted, so I decided to use that to tempt you in, helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf. All for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? Sure. Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology miss time had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny, so it was you after all. No, is that you, Kasepe? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you accept it. I want you to record what happened. Wait, I want you to record what happens next, so I can send a video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, we'll do. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Pasida. No, Penny. Now bow down before the unwavering might of Team Star's founder. Hey, so fucking good though. She nicked our mascot. I won't hold back in the battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. Maybe we're not that over leveled. I thought we was, but maybe not. She got an Eevee. Oh, she's got an Eevee team. Of course, she's an Eevee team. Do you know, I don't have any rock type moves. I have Dig. I could have used Dig. Oh well. Jotun's caught throw anyway. Would have been cool that we saw her in Gatla though. Pommy's the evolution Slayer. He literally can do most of them. One year. Oh, whatever. Okay, I lied. Everyone's avoiding doe eyes. I think the only one she didn't have was Glacier. I thought you on your battle skills at all, no wonder the bosses fell at your hand. Time to rest, shine bright, like a star in the star, and become who you really want to be. She's gonna trust her eyes. I wonder what, I hope you, it's gonna be the same, innit? Yeah. See, I think it would have been smart if they, like, done them a different thing, but hey. Oh! Oh, poison touch, there we go. I still don't think it'd be enough. My VV power will crush you into Stardust. There you go. End of the battle. Penny or Team Star. It's all over now. It is. It's finally over, guys. It's done. We're done here. I thought we should call it quits. Hold up, are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, but that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of them, learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed, merely did we declare our intentions to battle tooth and nail. Should the villains proceed in their tyrant's oppression, towards the bloodless end victory we assured? Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon, they just blabbered and apologised a lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good, but the police made a huge stink about what went down, and they all end up leaving the academy. Our plans backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What you saying? I am the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this, so I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh no, but I'm kind, Big Boss. You cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah, and what about you? I can't go back. Why, there's no reviews to stay shut in your room anymore, right? What I can say is to you guys is thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were also kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we've never speak again? I need to take care of some things. Please speak to us. What is their intent? Hey, Big Boss, answer us. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Oh! Thanks for everything, Umbreon, and you too, Clive. Glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this for Team Star and me too. Hold that there, Miss Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Why resort to something like Operation Star 4 if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this?
Difference between .net.
Alexa, off! I don't know what you're... It's just Alexa talks. I'm reading a story. Like, I'm reading Pokemon. Go away. I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them too? Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them, right, to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them. So it's back to that code once again. The bosses must have taken it very serious. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband, because the bosses would do anything the code requires of them, even leave the team. Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus the idea for Operation Starfall. Caspedia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star know? What do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for appraising me of the situation, Miss Penny. What? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much... Oh, now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Huh, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to throw you my own secret identity. Haha. Director Cleverell? Just as Cassiva was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? I needed a way to talk to Team Sky on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers, after all. Much more when they're faced with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig. Well, quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out? Huh. Yo, big boss, long time no see. One night. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only found out your real name just now. Melia. Vivi is the long hidden counterpart, a sight for sore eyes, my lady. Attis. So I heard your real name's Penny. How you been this whole time? Roti. Found you at last. You know how worried we've been. Okay. Oh. Come on, gang. On the count of 3. 1, 2. Hello, V-Star, Vizela, and hello, Penny. Now then, Miss Penny, each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I'd like to say to Team Star. You have all my sincere apology. Come again? As Director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of the situation was a dismal failure. But I still don't, why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star, about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first day as Director, all I ever experienced at the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But now I know this piece was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and I caused your immense courage in putting things to right. And so I get straight to the conclusion. The Academy orders for Team Star to disband. My threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked. Does that mean I think what it means? Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish. Oh, Penny, isn't that great? Now we can all stay together. Oh, my heart is giddying with glee. But I betrayed all of yous. You mean Operative Starfall? Director Claire has told us all about it. As far as we heard, you only went through with it to save us from being expelled. We were just worried about us, right? Not like we ever chucked the team just because someone told us to. After all, it ain't our style. I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny. Sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But even so... Hold on, everyone, I'm more to say. As previously stated, the requirements for Team Star to disband have been revoked. However, there are still some unsettling matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protected truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, and your unauthorized use of academy equipment. Your reckless modification and jeopardy driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service. Community service? Yes, splendidly. I'll be asking you to manage the STCs, and that stands for Star Training Centres. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon training talents. I plan for Academy to find them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Miss Umbra and battle away through your base. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your formal base training as training facilities. And this is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns? No, it sounds like fun. So I don't see how this be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say since the STS is supposed to be a punishment, but you should totally join in too, Penny. True, that's true. We would most likely have you at our side, my lady. You can go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We're already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and schools in our lives. This would be a sweet deal for us. So what'd you say? Yeah, you guys, Umbreon, what do you think? But I just no need to give you a response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take time to decide. For at least I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should break up Team Star. After all, I simply meant it's time to leave. Miss Umbreon, please stop by my office later if you would. Okay, right, we're gonna go and do this in the next episode, so Shiny Umbreon out.